Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your love reading for December 2017. I'm using the Enchanted Tarot by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. I've got an oracle card from the Love Pack and I've got one from the Whispers of Love. So we'll start with these, and this one says to focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. And this one over here says lack of self-worth, which is a problem. So your problem this month is feeling like you're not good enough. And that's the problem this month, for the month of December. The hidden energies, the hidden card is the Hierophant. The shadow card is the Hierophant. And the Hierophant could be marriage. This could be any kind of traditional religion, traditional beliefs, family traditions, or traditional institutions. It's about tradition, basically, but it's the hidden energy. So if it's about your traditions, your family traditions, and having difficulty finding a partner that has those same values and those same qualities that you have because of your family traditions. Now the theme for the month is the Tower card. And the Tower card is some tragedy or some tragic event or some sudden and unexpected event that may occur or has occurred that has some impact on your relationship. And whatever that may be, I'm going to just keep on going because there's not enough here to say much. The card that represents you is the Nine of Wands. This is having been through a lot. Having been through a lot of battles, a lot of struggles, maybe a lot of conflicts, and it's you being closed off. You know, this always reminds me of your crown chakra, which is your connection to spirit, your connection to source. And it's being kind of blocked off here in this defensive stance, where you've had these battles and these fights. And you're kind of closing yourself off to love this month. And it may have to do with this lack of self-worth. You know, maybe you feel like if this was a divorce situation or something that occurred that makes you feel like you're not worthy. This Tower card is something that occurred that makes you feel like you're not worthy of having a partner. Or if you're in a current relationship, it's really crushing your self-esteem right now. But you're in this defensive stance. So you're really not open to love right now for this month. And the conflict is this Ten of Pentacles. So the conflict is about money. The conflict is about your home. It's about your security, your financial security. And maybe this Tower card could have something to do with your finances. Maybe you don't have enough money this month. Maybe you've gone through some sort of a bankruptcy or lost your job. Or maybe you've lost your home, whether you lost it in a foreclosure or whether your landlord, gave you notice that you have to move out. Or if you're having difficulty paying your mortgage right now and you don't have the money for Christmas because of the difficulties you're having with finances. But whatever this case may be, it's having some impact on your relationships. And then again at the foundation is we have the Five of Wands, which is about conflicts. It's having conflicts. And that's at the foundation. So maybe conflicts within your marriage if you're married. Or conflicts with previous relationships, or conflicts because of whatever this tragedy was. Or maybe this tragedy is something that's going to happen in the future. The Hermit card is in the past, and that's just a reflection of you having been alone. And even if you're married or in a partnership, it's having been in a position with that partner where you felt alone, where you retreated inward and maybe possibly went through a period of time where you didn't socialize very much, which is very much against the grain of a Sagittarius. You're very social people. You're fire signs. You're very energetic, very active, very busy. And so going into hermit mode is not like you whatsoever. And it may have been the result of whatever this event was that was sudden and unexpected. And the present energy is this Eight of Swords, and it's reflecting you feeling stuck. This is about you feeling stuck in your current situation. But the one message with the Eight of Swords is that it's all in your mind. Even though you feel like you're stuck or you're trapped, you're not. When there's a will, there's a way. You can get out of it. Whether that's feeling stuck because of your finances. You know, maybe you want to leave a relationship because of all the conflicts. Maybe you're having a lot of conflicts with your partner, but you can't leave because of the money. You don't have enough money to leave right now. Maybe you're dependent on that person financially. And maybe that person is just crushing your spirit and making you feel like you're not worthy. And the message is, you know, that this lack of self-worth is harmful to you. Now I want to go back over to this card because this card talks about focus on love and look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. Maybe you're very focused on all the negative aspects of this person if you're with somebody. And you're so focused on the conflicts and the struggles that you've had with this person that you're not really noticing the good things in that person. If your focus and your intention is all on these battles and these struggles that you've had and these conflicts with this person that you're with, or with people that you've been with in the past. And that if you do meet somebody new, all you see are the similarities to those previous relationships that were harmful to you, and it's not allowing you to move forward in any relationship because you're always focused on how are they similar to those bad relationships in your past, and you're not able to see the good in these people. And that's also the message here, is to try to focus on the good in them. In the near future is this Nine of Hearts. So this is reflecting you. This is you being able to love yourself. Nine of Hearts is your wish card, but it's also about you being able to love yourself. There's no partnership here. It's just showing you as a single person taking care of you first, taking care of your self-esteem, and whatever you need to do for that. If that means going to the gym and focusing on yourself with a diet or an exercise program, or taking on some hobbies, or doing the things that you love that maybe you've given up for a long time. But this is about you focusing on you and learning how to love yourself, because that opens you up for a better relationship with somebody in the future. Or even if you are in a partnership, this is about you feeling happy and content with yourself first. Focusing on you and how you see other people and how you approach other people and how open you are to other people. So this is also you opening up. This is you opening yourself up to love. If you've been closed off for a long time, that's you opening yourself up. And this is how you feel inside. You're working really hard at it. You're either working really hard at your current relationship, or you're working really hard at finding somebody, or you're working really hard at overcoming these self-esteem issues that you might be having, this lack of self-worth. And you are working hard at that, and that's reflected here. You're working hard on you to be a better person so that you can find the ideal mate that you want. So maybe it is, you know, you're looking for a spouse. You really want a spouse. And you're working on you first so that you can find the person that's good for you. This is in your environment. The sun is happiness and joy. And this is very much a Sagittarius trait too, is the Sun card. Happiness and joy and optimism. And there's two little robins in this card. So if there's any timing indicated in this spread, it's right here in this card, is that something is going to break open in the spring. You know, if you're single and looking for somebody, for some of you, you might find somebody in the springtime. And this is your hopes and fears, the Princess of Wands. The Princess is a messenger. The Wands energy is about activity. So this is taking action. This is you hoping to take action of some kind. You know, this could be a renewal of your passions and opening yourself up to desire somebody again if you've been closed off for a long time. Because here's this Wands energy and you're closed off on this card here. in your current situation if you're feeling closed off in this defensive stance. And then this is you learning to open up. And, you know, this is you opening up here too in your near future. This is opening up yourself up to allow the love to shine upon you and to rain down upon your head. But the Princess of Wands, hoping for a message. Hoping for a message from somebody, or hoping to be able to express yourself to somebody. Maybe you do have, you know, maybe you're with a partner and you would like to open discussions about getting married. If you're with somebody and you're hoping and longing to get married, and you're waiting and hoping for a message from somebody regarding actions, which would be getting married. Maybe you're hoping for an engagement proposal. That would be an engagement proposal, and which may come in the springtime here. It may come on Valentine's Day. And then this is the final outcome here. So here's your King of Hearts. This is the person you're longing for. You know, this is this romantic partner. This is a mature adult, very loving, very giving person. It could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or it just could be an indication of this love interest coming to you. And finally, either he's the one who's going to propose and, you know, propose marriage to you, because the Hierophant is marriage, or this is just a new love interest coming to you. And then we have these two cards. Now the Ace of Swords together, this is about you finding out the truth about something. The Swords energy is anything in the mind, and it's also communication. This is a new communication. And the High Priestess is about your intuition. So your intuition is telling you something about the truth, and you're going to find out some truth about something. Unless the truth is about this, if this is the secret, if you're with a partner and you might find out that he's married, already married. And that may be the event that rocks your world. That may be the event that brings about this, you know, that may be this sudden and unexpected event. This Tower card is finding out that somebody you are interested in is already married. You know, does that mean he's married and he's cheating on his wife, or does that mean he's still legally married and they're just not legally divorced? You know, that's what you need to consider. Don't jump the gun if you find out that he's married. You know, learn more about that. So this could be about you finding the truth. The High Priestess is just about you being, so the Ace of Swords is some kind of communication coming to you in the final outcome. And that may be this communication that you're waiting for, if this is this proposal, if somebody's going to propose to you. So it could be a really good thing, or it could be a bad thing if you learn the truth about somebody, if you learn that somebody's married. And the High Priestess is just about you with your intuition and finding out something that was previously hidden. And I wanted to point this out because this is hiding under the Hierophant, which is this Queen of Pentacles, but she's reversed. So the Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign. She's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this is also about money. And this is a person that doesn't have the money. And this money situation is the conflict. So maybe you meet somebody and there's this woman, you know, she's the wife. You know, if this Hierophant represents this man who's married and this is this hidden wife. And maybe the divorce isn't finalized because of the money. Maybe he didn't finalize his divorce because she's going to get everything. And that may be preventing that situation from happening. So if you're going to dig for the truth, you know, get all of the truth. Learn all of the truth. It may be very painful, but learn all of it. This could also just be an indication of you. Maybe you're trapped in a situation because maybe you're trapped in a marriage. Maybe you're the one who's married and you're not telling people you're married and you're stuck. You know, maybe this Queen of Pentacles is a reflection of you not having the money to leave your partner and staying in a marriage even though you don't want to be in it because of the finances. And, you know, you need to finalize your divorce, or you need to, maybe you're waiting for a message about a new job. This could also be a new job this new job could set you free and enable you to move on with your life if it's something you want. And if this is about a home and being trapped in the house with your current spouse or with your current partner because you need a better job so that you can live independently of that person. But the overall message that I really want to focus on is here's you. Just focus on you and learn to love you. You know, learn to love you first and do what's best for you. Do what's necessary for you so that you can find the love you deserve. And focus on the love. If you're continually noticing everything about your potential partners that remind you of a bad relationship in your past, you know, this is a message about look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life, because there's some good in these men as well, and maybe they're not as bad, and maybe they're not going to repeat the history if you've had a bad experience in your past and you're closed off to a new relationship because of that. So focus on you and focus on the love in any partner that you have, or even maybe in your marriage. If you're in a marriage and you're really, really unhappy and you're watching all of these videos on YouTube, wondering what's in store for you in terms of love. Are you going to move on? Are you going to find somebody new? And maybe it's all about, maybe this is your current husband, and he's just, if you open yourself up first and you focus on you first, maybe you're going to find out that he's able to open up himself as well. The King of Hearts is just a man who's very open with his emotions and with his love, and maybe you don't need somebody new. Maybe he's already there. And it's how you perceive him, and it's also how you act around him, how you treat him. And maybe some of it is also about you learning to open up your heart so that he can open up his heart and you can reunite as a happy couple. So there you go, Sagittarius. There's your love reading for December. Have a happy holidays. Take care and God bless.